It's time for Eastern View High School basketball. Good evening, everybody. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal. Tonight, the state quarterfinals. The Eastern View Cyclone girls are hosting the Manor Mustangs, the runner-up in Group A. Should have a good ball game. We're watching Manor over here. They've got some superb players. It's going to take all Eastern View has tonight. Once you get to the quarterfinals, into the state playoffs, it gets tougher and tougher.
It does, Donnie. And once again, I say this every game, but this is the place to be tonight. I mean, a quarterfinal game for the state championships. Does it get any better than that? I hope they can go forward. The Eastern View girls, they've been playing with poise and composure through this whole stretch. And I look forward to a good game tonight from them.
Well, this is the fifth time that Eastern View has gotten to the quarterfinals of the state tournament. They have never advanced farther than this. So let's hope tonight they can do it. But they're going to have their work cut out for them. The Manor Mustangs and Manor High School is down around Portsmouth. They're in the Eastern League, and they are the Region A runner-ups. We'll get that straight in a minute. They lost to Kingsport by 20 points, 21 points the other night. So they are beatable, but they're still a formidable force. They've got A.J. Richardson, who has an opportunity to go to about 3 major Division I schools, and she's going to be tough to stop.
She is, Donnie. I think she's a junior, and she's already got offers from JMU, Hampton, and Norfolk State. So she must be a very good player. Look forward to watching her play. Eastern View, we know what they have. We've been impressed with Huyanku and Destiny Washington and Trinity Washington. And I think McKenna Warren is going to have a good game tonight. They have been outmatched all year size-wise, but she plays so well in the low block. She has good timing. She positions herself really well. She tips the ball to herself on rebounds. She knows how to play. I think she's going to have a good game tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Angie Youngku, too, I think she's going to have to get some outside shots. She was all over the floor the other night in the Cyclones win, but she could not get that outside shot working, and she may need that tonight.
Yep, and Sanaya Brown, how about in the clutch? We've seen Sanaya Brown, Huyanku, and actually Layla Hackley too, had a very good sequence in the last game where they came through in the clutch. Love seeing that.
All right, the Manor Mustangs, 21-7 on the year. The Region A runner-up team against the Region B champions, the Eastern View Cyclones, with a record of 20 wins and 2 losses. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off in just a moment. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back. The national anthem just finished playing, and we're set for the starting lineups. Donnie Johnson and Gary D. And we have the Eastern View Cyclones, the winners of the Region B tournament, regional tournament, and the Manor Mustangs, the runner-up in Region A.
Yeah, Donnie, it's a pleasure to be here tonight and to try to see these Eastern View girls go forward in this state tournament. They're announcing the starting five now for Manor, and first out the gate is number 0, Desiree Short. Number 2, A.J. Richardson. Number 4, Kobe Higgins. Number 11, Tanalia Jackson. And number 24, Asante Brown.
All right, the starting lineups being introduced there for the Manor Mustangs out of the Eastern District down in the Portsmouth area.
And for Eastern View Cyclones, 20-2, coached by Mike McCombs. And Mrs. Clutch herself, number 2, Andrew Ayonku, freshman. Been coming through in the clutch lately in these games. Number 3, Trinity Washington, the point guard, the ball handler for the team. Number 5, McKenna Warren, 5'9", plays so much bigger than she is. She's been outmatched all year in height, and she really comes through in the clutch. Number 11, Samaya Brown.
All right, just about set to go here. McKenna Warren will be jumping, and the tap is controlled by Eastern View. Trinity Washington in the forecourt. Outside, Sanaya Brown. Baseline, Trinity Washington. Outside, Brown for 3, and that's what we need tonight, Gary Deal. We're going to need some threes.
We do need some threes. We need some players to step up and hit outside shots.
First shot is no good by Kobe Higgins. Washington had it, lost it, tied up, and we will have a jump ball. The error pointing in Manor's favor. Mustangs bring the ball into forward court. A.J. Richardson outside.
Eastern View in his zone, starting out in his zone.
Working the ball around now, Short. Richardson down low. Back outside to Jackson. And we got 3-second violation. Turns the ball over to Eastern View. Cyclones are leading by a score of 3-0.
The two teams are feeling each other out right now, Donnie, and trying to settle into the game. Trinity's going to have to be careful with that ball because Manor can tell they can play good defense and they have good hands and they're athletic.
Kobe Higgins will throw it in. We outside to Jackson. Richardson. Jackson again. And we got a timeout. Timeout on the floor. And with timeout on the floor, we'll pause for 30 seconds. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back 3-0 Eastern View, leading on the strength of a Sanaya Brown three-pointer. And we have a traveling violation call. Kobe Higgins turns the ball over to Eastern View. Cyclones leading 3-0. We're early in the first period. Trinity Washington looking for help, double teamed at the half-court line. And Desiree Short knocks the ball out of bounds.
Manor's looking to trap, Donnie. They look very athletic. Looks like they want to put pressure on the ball, but they want to trap starting the game out here.
In it comes. Trinity Washington outside. Hayanku missed the three. And we got fouls call on Destiny Washington. Her first, team's first. First foul of the night. The talented junior, A.J. Richardson, brings it down in the middle. Almost a tie-up, and coming up with a loose ball and putting it in is Kobe Higgins. McKenna Warren threw it away. Pressure. These kids from Manor, they put pressure on you, Gary.
Yeah, they do. McKenna, she's going to have to take it to the basket there. She had single coverage on her. One-on-one. She usually does take it to the basket. She's going to have a good game tonight, Donnie, for Eastern View to beat this team, I believe.
Richardson outside with Jackson working a double guard in the middle. Drive, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Manor. Up again and in by Richardson. 4-3, Manor by 2 and a steal. All the way for an easy basket. Kobe Higgins and Mike McCombs has seen enough. 6-3, Manor leading, 4:55 to go first period, and we will take time out for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
6-3, Manor leading state quarterfinals. Eastern View and Manor. The Manor Mustangs from Portsmouth.
Donnie, Trinity's going to have to settle into the game. She's playing a little hesitant right now, a little nervous. She's going to have to take it to the hoop and penetrate.
Destiny Washington, no. Rebounds, comes down to Manor. Lead it ahead. Short, takes a three and drains it. 9-3. These kids can play. And we have a foul going to be called. Kobe Higgins is charged with a foul. It's her first team foul on Manor.
That's what Trinity has to do, though. She's a really good ball handler. She can't let them intimidate her. And they're long and they're athletic. And she's going to have to penetrate with the ball.
And they're well coached, too. That was a nice inbounds play. Higgins puts it up. Follow up, no good. Rebound, Higgins again. And jump ball is called. Michaela Warren got in there and got a hand on it. 9-3. Manor on top. Working against this press. It's half-court trap. And a steal. Short, driving, scoring. Desiree Short, 11-3. Warren. Down low, Warren drives, and she is fouled. Kobe Higgins will be charged with a foul. Second foul of the night on Higgins, his second team foul. And going to the line, McKenna Warren. Couldn't get the first one, she'll have another. Darla Hunter coming in now for Manor. As McKenna Warren takes the second shot. And she missed them both. And Hunter right there to get the rebound. Off the glass. Nice shot there by Richardson.
Yeah, girls can play. You can see that. Eastern View's got to be careful with the ball. They're going to have to attack that pressure and do
Hayanku, nice pass there from Trinity Washington.
And do what they did right there, Donnie. They're going to have to tack it down the middle and have two people going to the basket.
13-5, wheeling in. Shot up is no good. Rebound comes down to Destiny Washington. Ahead. Wide open. Sanaya Brown can't get it. Hayanku missed it. And McKenna Warren got hit in the stomach there, it looks like. And a traveling violation is going to be called against A.J. Richardson. Eastern View got the shot in that last possession. They just couldn't put it in. They had a couple of chances down there.
Yeah, they're going to have to hit shots tonight, Donnie. They're going to have to play a flawless game, I believe, to beat this team. This team looks very well coached. They trap well. They're athletic. They have good hands, and you got to be careful with your passes.
Washington has it knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Eastern View.
You got to make strong, crisp, fundamental passes here against this team.
Hayanku will throw it in. 2:28 to go, first period. 13-5. Manor leading Eastern View. Quarterfinals of the state tournament. Washington has it blocked. Manor leads it ahead to Richardson. Cross-court pass outside. Three-pointer from way out there by Short is good. Second three-pointer of the night by Desiree Short.
It's one of those you got to call, Donnie. It banked in.
That was downtown, and another turnover by Eastern View. Can't get it to go. Follow-up will not go, and the rebound comes down to Brown. Over to Sanaya Brown. Washington, double team, gets it out. Brown, shot is short. Ahead, 2 points. Kobe Higgins, 18-5, Manor. Washington has it knocked away, but Trinity's right there, has it blocked. Yeah, Darla Hunter, number 33, she's got to be about 6'2".
Yeah, the girls they're playing one-on-one, which you got to penetrate, but then you got to dish. You got to keep passing the ball, get an open shot, be patient against that, and you can wind up with a bank shot inside or a layup, but you got to be patient with it and work the zone and work the trap.
Destiny Washington, way off the mark. Hackley lost it. Richardson pulls it back out. Under a minute to go, first period. short. Another three. And another three.
Yeah,
Third three of the night.
They're hitting shots, Donnie. They're hitting shots.
Desiree Short, she hit a three-pointer to win the first game of the regional tournament. And we have a traveling violation. Darla Hunter is a little upset. She thought she was fouled. Warren comes in and Destiny Washington goes out for a rest. Inbounds play. Trinity Washington outside to Hackley. These guys are getting no chances to shoot. Manor playing some tenacious defense.
Yeah. You're going to have to set some picks, penetrate, pass. Can't dribble between two people, though.
Clark, short. Washington, 5 seconds. Washington drives, and she is fouled. 2 seconds left on the clock. And it will not be a shooting foul, so Eastern View will have 2 seconds to get a shot off as the first period comes to an end. Official over there talking to Coach Roger Smith. Now with 2 seconds on the clock, well, let's see now what we're going to do here. I think they are going to say yes, Trinity was shooting. Roger Smith says, oh no, you can't do that. But they will. So Trinity Washington will get 2, and she misses the first one. Eastern View 0 for 3 at the free throw line so far. And in this game, they're all going to be important.
Yeah, they're going to be very important, Donnie. They're going to have to play a really good game tonight.
0 for 4. Follow up by Candace Brown, no. And the first quarter comes to an end with a score. The Eastern View Cyclones trailing the Manor Mustangs by a score of 21-5. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Gary Deal, I was going to say that the Cyclones have dug themselves a hole, but that's not correct. Manor has dug the hole, and Eastern View has fallen into it, trailing 21-5.
Yeah, that trap is really impacting Eastern View, and Trinity, she has several of those guards are very lengthy, have length, and they're athletic, and you're going to have to really anticipate the trap coming early so you can get rid of the ball and pass it to an open person and keep making crisp passes around the perimeter until you get an easy shot.
Richardson out front running the show. Down low, threw it away. Pass intended there for Ashante Brown. Apparently touched last by Eastern View.
Richardson's a really good player. I can see why she's being touted by some colleges. She's very skilled.
Hayanku for 3, way off the mark. Hackley can't find it. 21-5, Eastern View trailing. First minute of the second quarter is gone. Richardson just taking her time out front. Long shot from outside, no good. Hackley comes down with the ball, gets it off to Destiny Washington.
We got to anticipate the trap here. Get rid of the ball. There you go. That's good.
Hackley for three. No. Rebound under. Who are they going to give it to? I think it's going to stay with Eastern View. Angie Yanku will throw it in.
Going to have to get McKenna Warren into the game here on the offensive side.
Trinity Washington is fouled, and it's a second foul on Darla Hunter. I think it's the second foul. Let me double check that. No, that's the first foul on Hunter. 14 foul for the Mustangs. And going to the line, Trinity Washington. 0 for 2 tonight. And 0 for 3. Eastern View 0 for 5 at the free throw line. They're tight.
They're very tight. They're nervous. And I'm hoping they're not intimidated. I don't think they are. I just think that Manor is making it tough on them. They're physical. They're athletic. They're long. And
they're good.
They're very good.
They're
very
very
good. They wouldn't be in this position if they weren't very good, especially playing from the area they play in. And the girls are just going to have to settle down.
And now Trinity Washington charged with a foul as Eastern View puts a little pressure of its own on.
They need a few things to go good for them so they can get some confidence here.
Mustangs break the press down low. Shot up and easy basket there for Ashante Brown. 23-5.
You got to attack it in the high post. That's a good play there, but you got to make good passes.
Throw it away. Well, you know, the problem you get to, and I always go back to the point, these are 16, 17-year-old kids, and you get down by that many points, you try to make it all up in one shot.
Exactly.
And you just kind of have to work. If they can get it back to within 7 or 8 by halftime, I think they'll be doing good. Well, Short missed one. She was 3. Now she's 3 for 4. And a tie up down there with Warren. And the arrow pointing in the direction of the Cyclones. Warren in the corner. Dumps it down low. Washington can't get a shot. And she is tied up. And this time the arrow is pointing in the direction of Manor High School. Good crowd here tonight. It was supposed to be a sellout, but I don't think, I see quite a few open seats over there. And there goes Richardson. That girl can play the game.
Very quick. They're not used to that quickness. And
20-point lead now for Manor.
That skill level.
And that should have been called, but it wasn't. They are so fast. And a blocking foul is going to be called in Eastern View as Richardson was taking it to the basket. That is the 3rd team foul, 2nd foul on Trinity Washington, or on Destiny Washington. And Destiny will go to the bench.
Donnie, with the games that we've telecasted, I don't believe that we've seen somebody with the skill level that Richardson has, along with the athletic ability and the fundamentally sound game that she has. I think she's the best player I think we've seen yet.
Oh, I think so. Washington lost it. Warren comes up and is fouled. These kids are good. I mean, like I said, when you get to this level, when you get to the state playoffs,
yes,
you coming up with, everybody's going to be tough. There's no easy ones up here. But this team now, when you think about it, they got beat by, who they get beat by the other? They got beat by 20 points. That shows you the level of play down in that Tidewater area.
Yes, Tidewater, Richmond area, very strong.
McKenna Warren, shot up, no good. Eastern View 0 for 7.
Yeah, they're not helping themselves at the line tonight. They've been shooting foul shots pretty good lately, and they're not hitting shots, and Manor is hitting shots, and that's the way it's going so far.
0 for 8. This is just one of those days where it's going wrong for everything for Eastern View. But it started out tough for us this afternoon.
Yes, it did.
Richardson just taking her time against the zone. Now they work it in and back outside. Richardson will take a three. Nope. Trinity Washington across the timeline. Hayanku off. Candace Brown for 2. First basket of the second period for the Cyclones. Richardson missed it. Nice defense by Eastern View. Warren out to Washington. Brown missed it. Hayanku has it blocked. And Richardson comes the other way, leading it down. We got some running and gunning going on tonight, buddy. Brown looking for help. Threw it away. Tipped by a Manor player.
Donnie, you really got to be fundamentally sound against this team. You got to make sure of your passes. And they play great defense. They have good hands.
And we got a timeout on the floor with 3:30 to go in the first half. And while we got timeout, we will remind you about our sponsors, our live sponsor all season long, Battlefield Automotive. Featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service, a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air, this peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints. 317-1473. And finally, CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and the products you need for your farm, home, pets, and livestock since 1932. And Mr. Deal, I got my potatoes and my peas and my beets and my onions and my kale planted yesterday. They are in the ground.
You do that every year, Donnie, and then once you harvest everything, you do some canning too, don't you?
I do.
Well.
But as long as I get my taters in early, I'm all right. Hayanku. Trinity Washington along the baseline, down the lane, puts it up and in. We needed that one. 25-9. Backcourt pressure. Richardson beats it. Has the person open, but right there is Eastern View to block it. And the Cyclones come up with another one. You got to pick them up a little at a time now. This would be huge, and it is. Sanaya Brown, 25-12. Eastern View starting to play a little basketball. And there's Trinity Washington coming up with it. Almost a steal from behind, and a steal. Richardson will take it to the lane and make it.
You cannot relax against this team.
Not for one split second.
No, and they're not used to that because they're intense. They're out there hustling every minute, every second.
Brown, the Hayanku down the lane. Missed the shot. I think she got away with the travel there too. And Roger Smith wants timeout. Timeout on the floor. And with timeout, Eastern View trailing 27-12. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Gary Deal, when you're down by 20 early in a ball game, you got to work yourself back slowly. You can't get it all back. You can't hit a 15-run home run. You got to sneak back into the game.
Yeah, and I if I was Coach McCombs, and he does this sometimes, I would just try going to a boxing one on Richardson, and just to, put a little more pressure on her, and just to see how that would work.
Well, I don't think a man-to-man is going to do very well because these guys are quick, and we have a foul call. I don't think we can out-quick them.
No. I agree, Donnie.
Foul is on Trinity Washington, and that's her second. Now Layla Hackley comes back into the ball game, and Trinity goes out. Destiny Washington already out with 2 fouls. A.J. Richardson. Sanaya Brown has really attached herself to short after she made 3 long threes, and now she's got the ball again, goes down the lane, kicks it out, and they'll reset.
I think they're playing for one shot, Donnie. I think they want to run some time off the clock unless they get a layup.
And I think exactly what they're doing. And I think this is a team that pretty well could do it. That was a problem.
That was a carry there. You should have called that.
Yep, they called it once over there, but not this time. Under a minute. Almost like a Dean Smith 4 corners. And a steal, and that's what happens when high school kids try to slow it down. They end up usually not getting anything, and the other team gets 2. 27-14. I could just keep contending. I know that you don't agree, but high school kids just could not slow the ball down. They always end up losing it. 18 seconds and counting.
It's really something you really have to work on in practice, Donnie.
And they throw it away again, slowing it down. That's twice.
And you called it earlier. If you could get it down to 10, 8 points at the half, you're still in the game. Bad as you played and missing 8 foul shots out of 8.
But you get your composure back.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Because they had lost their composure. Hayanku, McKenna Warren, nope. And the first half comes to an end with the score. The Manor Mustangs 27, the Eastern View Cyclones 14. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are are back, and in case you missed the first half or any part of it, the news is not good. Eastern View trailing the Manor Mustangs by a score of 27-14. Manor is tough, and Eastern View a little bit intimidated at first, made some bad passes, got down by 20, and now Gary Deal, they're trying to claw their way back at them.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're intimidated, but they're playing tentative, and they're not used to the length along with the athletic ability and the skill level that Manor has. I've seen several teams this year that have been talented in certain ways, but these girls, including especially A.J. Richardson and Desiree Short, they can play. And I can see why Richardson's being recruited by several different colleges. And she's only a junior, Donnie, so she's got a good career ahead of her.
All right, we're just about set to go. The cheerleaders are out there doing their thing on the floor. And a good crowd here tonight. As we said earlier, it was supposed to be a sellout. They did, and I don't know if there's a Virginia High School League thing or not, because we are under the auspices of the Virginia High School League when we get to the state playoffs. But everybody they were doing e-tickets, online, and I'm not sure how that worked out because I see some empty seats over there, and it was supposed to be a sellout. Anyway, one good thing about our broadcast at Eastern View this postseason, we played all our games at home. All the district games were at home. All the regional games were at home. And now we have the first state playoff. And
the girls, Donnie, have had a great season.
They have.
I mean, they've won the district, Battlefield District. They won the Battlefield District Tournament. They won the regionals. I mean, they have had one heck of a season. So regardless what happens here tonight, they should be very, very proud.
Yanku backing out as we get set to start the second half. Destiny Washington puts it in. 27-16. We're back within 11.
That should have been an and one there too, Donnie.
Yeah.
They missed a call there.
She bumped it. Jackson just holding the ball. Taylor Jackson.
Eastern View needs a good first 5 minutes. We always talk about the 5 minutes. They need a good first 5 minutes.
Tonight, it's crucial.
It is crucial. You're right.
Manor trying to get Eastern View out of that zone. And they're almost going to have to because they are really putting the ball in the deep freeze here. But we'll see how it goes. They lost it twice trying to freeze it or slow it down. Richardson. Not in a hurry to do anything.
Well, you know what they're doing? They're in a zone. Eastern View's in a zone.
They're
almost playing a triangle in two.
They're trying to come out on one-on-one, get them to come play one-on-one.
They're playing a box-in-one on Richardson like I called for in the first half.
And like I always say, you can't slow it down because that happens.
Well, they're playing a box-in-one on Richardson with Sanaya Brown, and it turned out good that time. Now, here's where they are really get impacted. They got to pass the ball. Good.
Yanku driving and scoring. And suddenly it's a 9-point game.
They're in that boxing one with Sanaya Brown on Richardson. I like that. I wanted that in the first half. McCombs has gone to it now. Let's see what happens.
Well,
not saying it's going to work, but she's a very good player, so it may not work, but it's a good thought by Coach McCombs.
And Eastern View has picked up 6 points as a result of Manor trying to slow the ball down and pull them out of that zone. Washington, she got a nice pass there. Manor in like a 1-3-1, it kind of looks like to me. Washington for 2, 27-20.
Yeah, I think Manor's playing right into Eastern View's hands by slowing this ball down.
I think they are.
Not sure what that coach is thinking about, but we'll take it, Donnie. We'll take it.
Yes, we will. And they just took 2 more with Ashante Brown putting in 2, and it's 29-20. We just can't panic. Well,
you got to watch your passes.
pass. Richardson missed it. Rebound, Eastern View, and McKenna Warren threw it away.
Eastern View's a little careless with the ball tonight. Destiny's a little careless. She's let up a lot of times and not focusing. And playing against this talent, you really got to focus when you're out there, especially as a point guard.
Oh,
Trinity, not Destiny.
Every pass.
You really have to concentrate. It's a lot of pressure on Trinity.
And ball is out off of Taylor Jackson.
Got to get rid of it.
Iyanku gets it out to Washington, and she is fouled. Foul is going to be called on Kobe Higgins, and that may be her third. That is her third. Kobe Higgins with her third foul. But I tell you, I think that Manor has a pretty deep bench over there. They have 3 or 4 subs that can play. And in it comes.
It's another turnover. See, that's quite a few turnovers that Eastern View has had tonight.
Richardson.
Being careless with the ball.
Ashante Brown directing traffic from the middle.
Those turnovers and the foul shots are the difference in the game, Donnie.
Yep. Brown can't get the shot. Rebound comes down.
That should have been a foul.
Yep. And the Eastern View fans here are getting on the officials. They agree with you. There was a lot of bumping there. Short. Desiree Short has 3 3-pointers in the first half.
See, Sanaya Brown playing that boxing one is really frustrating Richardson. And she's not even in part of the game right now, which is good.
And forcing up the shot there was Ashante Brown. She just kind of flung that thing up there and got lucky. Destiny Washington puts it up and drained it. 31-22. And Mike McCombs wants a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 31-22 Manor, and we'll pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal, we said that first 3 or 4 minutes of the third period was going to be a crucial time, and Eastern View made some headway there.
Yeah, they're still in the game because they've come out and played well, except for several times where they've been relaxed with the ball and careless turnovers, but they're still in the game, Donnie.
Well, and as I said, I talked to you at halftime, Eastern View actually outscored Manor 9-6 in that second period. But it's that first period where they got down by 20 that really did them in.
And I think this coach is playing. That's a good move there. But
that's a good
slowing the game
move.
down. Yeah, slowing the game down has really helped Eastern View.
Ashante Brown with 2. And another turnover. $11-point lead for the Manor Mustangs. Quarterfinals of the state tournament. Oh, did you see Richardson make that move? Oh, my goodness.
And in an up and down game, she could do that every time, Donnie.
And a steal. And then Washington gets it back. And another steal. Ahead, Ashante Brown, Richardson. Missed the shot, but drew the foul from Destiny Washington. That's her third. A.J. Richardson will go to the line. Eastern View, Manor has not had many free throws tonight either.
Yep.
And Eastern View's had them, and they are 0 for 8 at the free throw line.
That's right. 0 for 8. Even if they made 5 or 6, they'd really be in the game. But they couldn't. They've been making free throws in these other games that we've been watching over the last week or two. They've been making free throws. They just can't make them tonight.
And Richardson missed them both. Loose ball. Brown comes up. Hackley. Hayanku. And now they'll set up the offense.
Trinity's got to be careful with that ball. You can't do that against a player like A.J. Richardson.
Picks her pocket. 2 misses there.
Richardson plays great defense, has good hands. You just can't make a crossover dribble in front of her.
She's quick as a cat.
She is.
You cannot do anything. And now Desiree Short will go to the line. And she misses. That's 3 straight misses for the Manor Mustangs. Nobody can hit free throws tonight.
Especially down at this end.
Yep. Well, I jinxed Eastern View on that one. 36-22. And a turnover.
They're careless with the ball tonight. I haven't seen them play this careless.
Well, it was quick hands by Kobe Hagan that.
Well, yeah, but that was an easy pass. They've had quite a few of those tonight. I'm a little surprised, but hey, this defense and this team will make you do that.
Oh, these girls will create turnovers.
Yep.
No traveling call, and Hagens puts it in for 2 more. 38-22, and a steal, almost. Tie up. And the arrow will be pointing in the direction of the Mustangs. $1:50 to go, third period. Eastern View is going to have to make up some ground here fairly quick. They've got to get it back probably within 10 by the end of this quarter to legitimately have a chance. That was a kick, not called. And Eastern View comes up with a loose ball. Washington driving and scoring. 38-24. Minute 25 to go, third period. Desiree Short outside. And Ashante Brown, a jump ball is called. And Eastern View will get the turnover.
Good defense that time by Trinity Washington. Good hustle.
Couple of big possessions here at the end of this third quarter. We need a couple of baskets really quick. Down low, and a spot out of bounds by Kobe Hagens.
See, McKenna Warren hadn't scored tonight. She usually takes that to the hoop herself. And, she usually ends up with 10 to 14 points.
Candace Brown, got it. Nice inbounds play by Hayanku. 38-26. Jada Clark just holding the ball outside, under a minute. Official counting time and a 5. No, it was going to be a 5-second count, but timeout on the floor. Roger Smith calls timeout. 46 seconds to go, third period, and we will pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
38-26 our score. The Eastern View Cyclones trailing the Manor Mustangs in the quarterfinals of the state tournament. And Gary Deal, we need a basket real quick to get this down to a 10-point margin by the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right, Donnie. In order for the girls to have a chance to come back and beat this team, they're going to need a good little run here in this next few minutes. We'll try to force some turnovers and make some baskets.
Jada Clark. And a steal. Turnover there by Manor. Warren, double team, finally gets it out to Hackley, driving and scoring. And we got that down to a 10-point lead with 20 seconds. Why Manor is slowing this ball down, I have no idea.
I agree with you, Donnie, completely. If I had A.J. Richardson on my team, I'd never be slowing the ball down.
Short, takes it to the basket, missed it. And a foul is going to be called on Warren. And that will send Ashante Banks to the Brown to the line.
Yeah, Manor's coming up with a lot of rebounds inside tonight that usually Eastern View is better at as far as boxing out and getting rebounds and loose balls.
You take away that first quarter and Eastern View is right there.
Yes, they are.
Maybe
in the foul shots.
Maybe a little bit ahead, yeah. Brown got it. Wasn't pretty, but it went in. 39-28, 2 seconds left on the clock.
That's 13 for Brown. She's having a good game inside.
And 14.
Remember I said McKenna Warren was going to have a good game tonight, Donnie?
Yep.
That's a big difference there, too.
Third quarter comes to an end with a score of Manor 40 and Eastern View 28. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal, we're down by 12. We got 8 minutes to go to try to pull this one out. That first quarter has just absolutely killed Eastern View.
Yeah, and sloppy as they played tonight, Donnie. I know it's a lot of pressure, but they've played sloppy. I know they can play better. Of course they can play better. But they're still in the game, you know.
There's a nice defensive play. Oh, look at Yanku driving underneath. Brown took a little too quick. Yanku up and one.
They're still in the game, Donnie. Sloppy as they've played tonight, missing all those foul shots, turning the ball over. They're still in the game.
They were intimidated and a little lax in that first quarter and got down by 20, and that's a difference in the ball game. Angie Yanku. And they are 0 for 9 at the free throw line. But they're going to get this one over again.
I don't think they could start a game over 100 times and go 0 for 9.
Well, this is 0 for 8 because that first one didn't count. 1 for 9. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. We finally got a free throw. Oh, man, that was forever coming. 40-31, 9-point lead all the way.
Yeah,
Richardson.
I don't like pressing them.
No, they're too quick. And Trinity Washington is fouled, and she's going to get 2.
I don't want to speed the game up after the Manor coach has slowed it down. I don't want to speed it up. I mean, that's how they got back in the game.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to press them. I want them to stay just like they've been playing for the last 10 minutes.
I contend, and you don't agree, high school kids cannot slow the ball down. They have no conception of time. Washington. And we got 2. We're 2 for 2 at the free throw line. We have to take our little victories as we go along here. 42-32. Again, Trinity can cut this lead to 9. And she does. 3 for 3 at the free throw line after going 0 for 8. Short is long. Now Manor goes back, slows it down a little bit. Desiree Short out front. Makes a move into the lane, kicks it. Ooh, Hackley read that one. McCombs is calling for traveling violation. Doesn't get it. Down the lane, up and in.
The cream is coming to the top, Donnie, with Richardson.
She is tough. Washington for 2. 44-35, 6:45 to go. Jackson slows it up, pulls it back out, and gives it to Richardson.
You know, Donnie, in some ways I like to see them foul. You know, you start fouling some, get them to the line, see if they miss some foul shots.
And down low, shot is missed. Ayanku the other way. Little teardrop will not go. That was a good shot. She had the open shot. Just couldn't get it. And a traveling violation is going to be called. We'll turn the ball back over to Eastern View.
It's a big possession right here, Donnie. They need to score here and get some momentum going.
Trinity Washington, she is winded. Manor has run a heck of a game here. There is McKenna Warren.
That's what I've been calling for the whole game right there, Donnie. That's what McKenna needed to do to start the game.
44-37, back to a 7-point lead. We got a ball game. Jackson down the lane, dumps it off. Loose ball, Washington. Driving, stopping, kicks it out. Destiny Washington travels.
Yeah, Trinity's got to realize there that she's going up against somebody that's taller, has length, and she's got to make a better decision than that. She'll learn that.
We saw that last game. A couple of times she went in there and had nobody to.
She gets out of control. All she's got to do is hold her dribble up and just retreat a little bit, look for a teammate. That's all she's got to do. She'll learn that.
A.J. Richardson outside. Lila Hackley on her. Richardson, 5-second count. And I don't agree with that because she was in no trouble at all, but the officials have been calling it that way. But we'll take it.
We'll take it, Donnie.
Right now, we need anything we can get.
Hey, they're in the game. They're in the game right now. 5 minutes to go.
Almost a steal. Iancu just keeps going. Missed it. Warren had it and lost it. And we got another foul down there. And I think that's on Trinity Washington. If so, that's going to be her third. Ashante Brown is on the floor. And she looks like she has really hurt her arm. But I think she's going to be all right. Officials making sure she's okay. Now she's got a tired shoe. 4:48 to go. Still time. 44-37. 7-point lead for Manor. Winner moves on. It's into the line for the loser. Missed it.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It might not be a bad idea to foul some anyway, Donnie. Turn this into a foul shooting game the last several minutes if you have to.
Missed them both.
Right.
Iancu comes up with it.
Way both teams are shooting foul shots tonight.
Hacklin gets around and is bumped. Foul is going to be called on Jada Clark.
Still not in the 1-and-1 yet.
No, it's only 3 team fouls on Manor in the second half. Iancu will throw it in.
Big possession here. If they could cut it to 5, they'd definitely be in this game. Another careless pass. Another careless pass.
And Richardson seldom misses that. Put it in with the left hand. 46-37. Back to a 9-point lead. Iancu, Washington, Warren takes it to the basket, puts it up, no, got it back, again, no, and this time she's fouled.
That's the way they should have came out, or at least after they saw what was going on in the game. That's the way they should have come out, is get feed the ball in there to McKenna and let her go to work. Because I've seen her have some good games, taking the ball to the hoop and drawing the foul and scoring and ones and everything else. So she needed to have a good game tonight.
Eastern View 3 for 11 at the free throw line. And now 3 for 12. They have been horrendous. And now 3 for 13.
Wow.
Awful night. Richardson out front, the premier guard. Short. As it knocked away. Nice defense in there by Eastern View and nice defense by Manor, but a foul is going to be called, I think. It is going to be called on Desiree Short. Her second 6-team foul. Still not a shooting situation, but the next one will be. Under 4 minutes to go in the game now. Iancu has it knocked away and stolen. Ahead. Out of bounds, touch last by let's see who they give it to. Officials are trying to sort this out. Eastern View basketball.
Yeah, I think you got that right, Donnie. I think that referee was right.
I think you got it right, too.
Yeah. I'd go back to McKenna here if they can get it down in the lane.
Well, you got to try to draw some fouls here.
Yeah. There she is in the middle right there.
You know what I see?
There it is. That should have been a foul there. She got fouled.
And Washington got it, but she is fouled. You know, the thing about this that's causing Eastern View so much trouble tonight is they are not coming to the passes. They are just standing there waiting for the passes. You've got to come to the ball. That's one of the, the important things about when you play tight. You got to come to that basketball.
It's just like a receiver coming to the quarterback. Same situation.
3 for 14 from the free throw line. Saved in. Washington pulls it back out. Warren. Destiny Washington missed it. And Manor has the basketball as we come down to the 3-minute mark. And look at Richardson. She could play on my college team.
Yeah, McKenna should have took that last ball to the rack. I mean, she should go with it every time she gets it in the lane.
19 points for A.J. Richardson. My count is correct. But they still can't hit a free throw.
That's why I say foul, Donnie, foul.
Oyanku gets it out to Washington. Stops and fires. No good. Rebound comes down to short. Desiree. 2:45 to go. Short for 3. That's her 4th 3 of the night. And that pretty much put a nail in the coffin, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think you're right, Donnie.
51-37. And there goes Richardson again with 21. 53-37. If there's a large lady in the stands, she might want to start singing. Warren has it blocked from behind. There's a Yanku, missed it, but she got fouled. .207 to go, 53-37. What was a 7-point deficit for the Cyclones is now almost an unmanageable lead for Manor. And there's a timeout on the floor. 2:07 to go, and while we've got timeout, we'll remind you about our sponsors. Our live sponsor all season long has been Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service, a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home. They support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. And CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and the products you need for your farm, home, pets, and livestock since 1932. Angie Yanku at the line. 53-38. Eastern View is trailing. Been a great season. They're 18-2. They can't seem, this is the 5th time they've been at this first round of the state, and they just cannot seem to break through.
Well, I think they're going up really against a better team tonight, Donnie, I'll be honest. I mean, with Richardson there, without Richardson, I think it's evenly matched. Eastern View may have a better team, but with Richardson, she makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's a tough basketball player. Eastern View will get the ball out of bounds now, right on the 2:01 mark. Hackley. Hayanku missed it. Rebound underneath. There's McKenna Warren, who fought for that ball and put it in, and now McCombs has called a timeout again. 53-40, 149. It would take a miracle now, but miracles do happen, and we'll keep it here. That first quarter just absolutely destroyed Eastern View. Banner got out to a 20-point lead, and they've never looked back. Eastern View got within 7 here early in the fourth quarter, but that's it.
Yeah, the first quarter there, in the first half, not only did it impact Eastern View on the scoreboard, but their confidence as well. And they played sloppy. They had a lot of turnovers that they usually don't have. They didn't look like they were playing, focused as much as they usually do. But they played a good game, but not a great game like I thought they would come out and play tonight. But a lot of it has to do with the quality of defense and pressure that Manor puts on the ball as well. So it all kind of works together.
Manor's a tough team. Richardson. She's got that little stutter step. And look at that. She goes down, dumps it off. Shot no good. Rebound. Warren had it. Leads it ahead. Destiny Washington missed it. Got it again. Put it in. 53-41 or 42. An 11-point lead, 1:32 to go. And Washington will go to the line for try to complete a three-point play.
These girls do not give up, though, Donnie. I haven't seen them give up in a game this year and ever. They don't hang their head. They keep hustling, and they always play with poise and character.
And Washington puts it in, 53-43, down to a 10-point lead. And now we got another timeout on the floor. And this time we're going to pause 30 seconds. 53-43, Manor leading Eastern View, and we will pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal is going to take a minor miracle now with 1:31 to go, 53-43, and Eastern View trailing. And if this is indeed the end, I just want to tell you I've enjoyed working with you this year.
I've enjoyed working with you too, Donnie, and it's been a pleasure. And John, enjoy working with him. And what could be better? Watching basketball and talking about it.
Absolutely. 1:30 to go, and a foul is going to be called at Trinity Washington. At this point, you got a foul, put them on a free throw line, see what they can do. And that's the 5th foul on Trinity, so she's out of the game.
Trinity's had a really good year, Donnie. She's played really well and led this team. Like Coach McComb said, how she goes, so goes Eastern View.
Richardson just wheels down and has her pocket pick. McKenna Warren leads it ahead. Destiny Washington. Can't work for the good shot now. You got to put it in. That's what McCombs is saying. He's telling his girls, if you get it, shoot it. 1:06 to go, 10-point margin for Manor. Hayanku.
And Hayanku is only going to get better, Donnie. She's just a freshman.
Destiny Washington missed that. Desiree Short. Fouled by Destiny Washington, and that's at least her 4th. Now you can put them on the line. That was a 17 foul for Eastern View. 4th foul on Destiny.
I think another year or two, you're going to see Layla Hackley and Hayanku. They're going to come out with more fire, I believe, more passion, and their movement on the court's going to show that. I believe they're going to get more physical, and I like to see that a little bit more. And I think they will get like that.
Short misses the free throw. Hackley will bring it down under a minute. And Hackley is fouled by Richardson. And that's exactly what Manor does not want to do with the 10-point lead. They don't want to put Eastern View on the line with the clock stop, but they're going to put them up there now they're in the double bonus, so Eastern View from here on out is going to get 2 shots.
You know, like Layla's at the line now. She's a freshman too. And the more passion and intensity you have on the court, that relates directly to how you move on the court. And it'll make you move in those quick spurts quicker. It'll make you the passion and the adrenaline will get you where you're getting up and down the floor quicker. You're practicing harder. I mean, that's what it takes to really go to the next level.
Eastern View 5 for 16 at the free throw line. Terrible night. You give them the free throws they missed, and they're ahead.
You see those quick moves by Richardson there?
Oh, Richardson is tough.
She's got that intensity with her, and the movement. Her movement shows it.
Destiny Washington foul, and she had to grab her again. First foul didn't take, and now Destiny and Trinity Washington both have fouled out. And A.J. Richardson will go to the line.
Don't we have a school named that, Donnie, here in Culpeper?
What?
A.J. Richardson.
No.
I thought that was a school over there where Kids Central is now. Was that A.G.? A.G. Oh, A.G. Richardson. I'm sorry, A.G. Richardson.
You're
yes.
getting old, Bill.
I am getting old. Well, I only had it off by one letter.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him, folks. Hackley driving all the way, put it up, and she got it.
Very nice, Layla, very nice.
53-46. The time running out with 14 seconds, and Hackley just barely touches. Desiree Short gets charged with a foul. But we're down to the major miracle stage now. 12 seconds. Eastern View trailing by 7.
Remember when I said with four or 5 minutes ago it might be good just to put them at the line every time, Donnie? And
they have missed free throw after free throw.
They have.
But last time I said that, the player made the next one. So now what we got? Not sure what that was, but Eastern View has the ball.
Almost like the Hack-a-Shack. Remember that? They put him at the line all the time. 10 minutes to go in the game just to get a possession.
Right. 8 seconds. Hackley. Down the lane. Oh, nice play by Layla Hackley as the buzzer sounds. The final score, the Eastern View Cyclones lose to the Manor Mustangs by a score of 53-48. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a moment. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
53-48, the final score. The Manor Mustangs from Portsmouth defeat the Eastern View Cyclones in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. Gary Deal at first quarter just nailed them. Eastern View came out, found themselves in a hole by a score of 21-5 at the end of the first quarter, never recovered.
Yeah, Donnie, they came out, they were a little sloppy, and then when you miss 9 straight free throws, it really impacts your confidence and just kind of demotivates you a little bit. I think that's what happened, but I know they're disappointed, but what a year they've had. I mean, they won the Battlefield District, they won the Battlefield District Tournament, they won the regionals, and they're in the States. I mean, these girls should be very proud and happy with what they've accomplished.
Well, they came out a little flat, and I think they got behind and they got a little bit intimidated. You got to remember that Manor came out in such an aggressive manner.
No pun
intended. But they did, and when you get down by a score of 21-5, and you won all these, you won the region and you won the district, and all of a sudden you're in a hole like that at the end of the first quarter, you got to, take stock and say, hey, man, can we compete with these people?
Yeah, I agree. And the difference to me is you got a Division I player on Manor, and that was very noticeable tonight. Her skill level, her athletic ability, her ball handling, her defense, especially her defense. She played really good defense, and that was the difference in the game to me. Just how she played on the court, her poise was a huge difference and lifted Manor, to the win that they had tonight.
Well, if you go back and check the quarters, Eastern View got behind 21-5 at the end of the first quarter, but they actually won the second, third, and fourth quarters of this ball game. They just got in such a hole at the end of the first quarter, they couldn't pull themselves out of it. And like you said, A.J. Richardson is a fine ball player, but she has a good supporting cast too. So Manor won the ball game. You got to give these kids credit. They're a good ball club.
Yes. And as far as scoring tonight, Eastern View was pretty balanced scoring tonight. Hayanku had 8, Trinity Washington had 10, Sanaya Brown had 8, and Destiny Washington had 9. A.J. Richardson led Manor with 21, and Asante Brown 17, and Short had 13.
And right here, we're going to say one final thank you to our sponsors who made these telecasts possible this year, and we thoroughly enjoyed bringing you these ball games. Our live sponsor all season long, Battlefield Automotive, Able Heating and Air, also one of our sponsors, as was Founded Sons, Cash Imprints, and CFC Farm and Home Center. These folks, be really kind to them because they bring you these basketball games, and we appreciate their support.
And thank you, Donnie. I mean, like you said earlier, I've really enjoyed working with you this year, and John behind the camera, and you make it easy for me. You've been doing it for a long time. You're a pro at it, and it's a pleasure working with you.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed working with you, and hopefully we'll see you again next season. And we will sign off by reminding you that the final score, once again, 53-48. The Eastern View Cyclones fall to the Manor Mustangs. Eastern View finishes with a record of 20 wins and 3 losses. Manor moves on to the state semifinals with a record of 22 wins and 7 losses. That's it. We thank you again for watching, and remind you that you've been watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
Thank you.